keep it real. Breaking down the game, giving out the deal.
Born and raised in Toronto. I played 2 years of summer league football in the OVFL for the Etobicoke Eagles, and then in the summer I played like 1 year high school football. So I played 1 year high school football with the 2 years of the summer league football. And I remember going to this camp. I was invited to this camp. I had to look at it today. I had to do this. It was about an hour and 3-minute walk to this little scouting combine by a guy named Ron Diaz. And there was a coach there from a prep school in Quebec, Canada, and he liked me, and he asked me if I wanted to come up there and continue playing football, and which I eventually agreed. And I played 2 years there, which were kind of my first like football brotherhood. The guys you're around, and you got to wake up in the morning and run and train. Because before that, high school football in Canada, you playing during the the last period of school. The bell rings, kids are walking around, they're looking, and they go back home and go about their business. But playing in Quebec was my first like experience of football brotherhood, if you want to say. While I was there, I met a guy named Shamari Williams, who was actually a first overall pick in the CFL in 2010. And while we were there, he was a year ahead of me, but he created a list from like A to Z with all the schools. It was a recruiting name, the school, recruiting coordinator, the number, their email, and it was from A to Z. I still have the list of the day from email to you. But, and then we used the school mailing service to mail out our highlight tapes. Back then we had to get a cassette to CD and then burn it on a CD drive and then mail it out. Mm-hmm. So I was getting called. He eventually ended up going to University of Houston. And then he gave me the list, and I continued to try to send out tapes, and I was getting feedback from schools, but nobody was bringing me on a visit. So he called me. He's like, "Oh, Houston might be interested in you. They'll bring you on a visit." So went on a visit. They brought me to this nice steakhouse. I was talking to the offensive line coach, Randy Clements, who's at TC right now, and eating the nice steak. Our Browse came in, he sat down, he's like, "Hey, do you want to come here?" And in my mind, it was like, yeah, there was no other option. So the first team that asked me to come, I was going to go. So, but, I couldn't get in through Clearinghouse because my Ontario marks and my Quebec marks, Clearinghouse wouldn't take both of them. So they're like, "Well, why don't you go to University of Houston downtown campus?" Because they're saying if a school didn't have a football program, your clock wouldn't start. So I was like, it was either do that or stay in Canada. There was a couple of schools that are interested in me. One was University of Montreal. They were going to create this program. I'm like, man, I don't speak French. What's going on? So, University of Houston made sense to me at that time. So went up there doing my hours, getting ready to transfer into U of H. And then our Brow comes out with the green and gold. I'm just like, oh, okay. That's completely different what was going on, right?